Got it.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. So we're starting off our 6.8A kinetic and potential pendulum lab. And so this is what we would be doing in class. To begin, we would need to set up the pendulum on the top of a desk to where it's barely swinging off the ground. And you're going to need a little block of wood, and I'm labeled on this tape the block start. So this is the block start position here, okay? And so with it, your pendulum should start moving. And so from the lab, if you remember from the presentation we were just in, we have to set up the pendulum to be at a height of 10 centimeters. Okay, there it is, 10 centimeters. So I'm gonna place my meter stick on, and I'm gonna lift this up towards my 10 centimeters, which I need to move further out. Right, nope. Right about there. Is that okay? Now I'm going to let it go. Whenever I let it go, I'm going to try to find where my block moves to. And I'm going to place a piece of tape there to signify that. Okay, so I'm going to let go now. Okay, so my block end position is right there. Let me mark it so that I don't forget it. Block end position is right here. And so my first set of data will be from the very beginning, which is 0 centimeters, all the way to the end of this piece of tape. So it's about 20.5 centimeters. So let me write that down somewhere. Let me write that down right here. Trial 1 at 10 centimeters, we were at 20.5. Okay, now, like every good scientist, we have to do this a couple of times. Okay, so I'm going to take off my block end tape, save that for later, put this back on the start, bring my pendulum back to 10 centimeters.
Let me hold it.
You got it?
Got it.
Let's move it a little further this way. 10 centimeters right there, and we let go. Boom. Block end is right there. Grab my meter stick. I have 0 centimeters all the way to 20.5. What do you know?
At least it's consistent.
20.5. That's what we want to see. So one more time. Here we go.
And why 3 trials?
So 3 trials to increase the reliability of our results, guys. We need to have this in every experiment you do. Do it various amounts of times. So 10 centimeters right there. Pendulum has swung in. I put my block end tape right at the edge of the block. Grab my meter stick, and so this one measures from 0 centimeters all the way to 22. Okay, a little bit of a difference. So at 10 centimeters, we've done 3 trials, and these are all in centimeters, 20.5, 20.5, and 22 centimeters. So now we are going to do the next height, which would be 20 centimeters. So now let's do this. It seems like we're probably gonna have to move our meter stick a little further, and that's okay. My height is gonna be at 20, so I'm gonna bring it down a little closer. Height is at 20. Hopefully it hits my block of wood. If it doesn't, we'll just have to try it again. And there we go. So that seems to be it right there. My block end goes right there. Grab my meter stick, and so stop my block. 0 centimeters all the way to 30 centimeters. So for 20 centimeters, trial 1, we're at 30 centimeters. I don't know if y'all can notice it right there. 30 centimeters. So that was trial 1. Let's go ahead and do trial 2 now. I'll just leave that there. 20 centimeters, and I'm letting go. There it is. I could actually take my block end and just measure it with my meter stick. 0 centimeters all the way down to 32.5, about 32.5, approximately 32.5 centimeters. And then one last trial for 20 centimeters. Okay, the height is, can you move it a little further down? There we go, 20 centimeters. Letting go. Ooh, this one seems like it went pretty far. All right, let's see this one. Start block was at 0. Ooh, we had 3 different data points on this one. 36 centimeters. That is very interesting, but that's okay. We're gonna work with this, okay? So we've done 20 centimeters. The next data point, height, will be 30 centimeters. So I'm gonna move this a little further down. Bring this up to 30 centimeters. Now this one should make my block go much further. If you're noticing the pattern, I'm gonna let it go now. Alrighty, line it up. My block end is right there. Grab my meter stick and stop my pendulum. And this one went from 0 all the way down to about 42 centimeters. So at 30 centimeters, my trial 1 was at 42 centimeters. And I know this looks really sloppy, guys, but this is the way scientists work. We're gonna put these numbers in a graph in a little bit, okay? So back to the beginning. I'm gonna take off my block end because you guys already get the gist of why we use that. And now we're gonna go to 30 again. I'm gonna let it go. Line it up a little bit and grab my meter stick. And so now we're at from 0 all the way down to 42 again. Nice consistency. So trial 2 was 42 centimeters. Okay. Last trial for 30 centimeters. Here we go. Lift it all the way up to 30. Can we move it a little bit further back? There you go. 30, letting go now. Alrighty, lining it up. And my distance traveled was from 0 all the way down to what looks like 40.5. 40.5 centimeters. That was trial 3 of 30 centimeters. We're left with one height, guys. The next height and then our last height is going to be 40 centimeters. And if you've noticed the data, we've gone from 20 centimeters to 30 centimeters to 40 centimeters. So if we're following this pattern, this block should hopefully move to about, I'm predicting it'll move to about 50 centimeters, but we'll see. So now our new height is 40 centimeters. Let's bring it closer. There it is. Does everyone see that? Hopefully they do. All right, and I'm letting go now. Ooh, nice. Good hit. Okay, stop the pendulum. Let's measure this distance right here from the start to the end, and boom, we were kind of right, guys. 50.5 centimeters. So for, let's do this right here. For 40 centimeters, ooh, super sloppy. For 40 centimeters, we're at about 50.5 centimeters. Don't worry, this is gonna look way prettier in the next slide. Okay. So back to it. We are back at 40 centimeters again for trial number 2. I am gonna let go now. Boom, there it goes. Line it up. And this measurement is gonna be at about 53 centimeters. So the next one is, how can I do this without looking real sloppy?
It's going in a data table.
Okay, 53 centimeters. Last one, guys. We're almost done with this little experiment here. These trials. Bring our meter stick back. Lift it to 40 centimeters right there. Let go now. Boom. Okay, lined it up already. Measure from the start to the end. Ooh, this one was kind of off, and that's okay. It was just what happens. So third trial for 40 centimeters went to 42 centimeters. Very interesting, but that's okay. So here's what's gonna happen now, guys. We have our trials all done, trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, every single height, 10, 20, 30, 40, had 3 trials with it. Your job now is to find the average, okay? So in the data table, we're gonna find the average together, but I'm just letting you know how we're gonna do that. To find the average, all you need to do is add up the 3 numbers, so 20.5 plus 20.5 plus 22, and then divide by the number of trials we had, which was 3, okay? So what that's gonna look like is, let me travel down this way. Now we are gonna do this together, but I'm just showing you. So trial 1.
You want to just do it on paper?
Yeah, that's a better idea. So we had trial 1, trial 2, trial 3 for 10 centimeters.
20.5.
So trial 1 was 20.5
20.5.
centimeters. Trial 2 was 20.5 centimeters.
22.
And trial 3 was 22.0 centimeters. It's the same as 22 centimeters. Now I'm going to go ahead and add them all up. 5 plus 5 plus 0 is 10. So 0 down here. 1 is carried over. My decimal stays in the same spot. 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 3. And then 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So we have a total of 63 centimeters. But remember, this is not the last step. The last step is to divide it by the number of trials we had. So we have 63 centimeters divided by 3 trials. 3 can go into 6 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Bring down my 3. 3 can go into 3 1 time. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 3 equals 0. I have nothing left over, no remainder. We had a perfect answer. So my average for 10 centimeters is going to be 21 centimeters. So in a little bit, you're going to see us graph this number right here, the 21. Okay? But that's the end of our video, and I'll see you guys later.
You're good, Danny.
Yeah. So that was 12 minutes.